Hello, this is Real World Audio, and as you see, I haven't posted videos in the past couple of days because I've been quite busy. And I'm just showing now my workbench because I had a little accident in this area. I had a box of Miracle Grow there because my garden is right here and I don't want to keep it outside because it gets wet. So I kept it in there, and the thing, because of the humidity, got hygroscopic, and then it just, I think the cats knocked it over and it leaked out. And you see that green thing, so my workbench was soaked in it and the floor was soaked in it. And I have this plastic IKEA protector sheet here. I don't know how visible it is, maybe there. That's the edge of it. So this plastic keeps the workplace safe, and it seeped under that and it totally destroyed the floor. So now it looks much better. I steam cleaned it and it took out most of the green from it, but there's some pretty nasty damage still left on the floor. So that's about it. But I used it as an excuse to really clean up my workbench. So cleaned up that area. So now there's just some extra parts there in boxes. That's where my silver wire is, and that thing also got soaked in this green stuff, and I had to clean that up. And look what I have in the back. That's not boozing. Those are Helmholtz resonators. So when you use so you can do several things to take care of your bass response in your room. You can use bass traps, which are big and ugly and quite involved to make. Or you can also use Helmholtz resonators, which is basically a bottle with a skinny neck, and you just try placing it in different areas, and especially where you have like very high room nodes, so very strong bass response, overly strong, where your room amplifies bass more than what you want, and those skinny neck bottles will help to relieve that effect and equalize the room nodes. So you can just strategically place empty booze bottles around in your home. Typically, I would suggest trying out the corners, and it can help quite a bit. And it's now out of sight, but if you leave it inside, well, you can use it as an excuse that, oh, you left your booze out here. No, it's just a Helmholtz resonator. I'm trying different tunings, right? So anyway, it took me a few days to reorganize my stuff. So I have parts and tools in here, and as you see, things look a little bit much more cleaned up than they were. I haven't cleaned up that part yet. So lots of things, even more tools up there, and it goes up to the ceiling. So anyway, I just showed this because a clean bench is really the focus of I would say not the focus, but the prerequisite to do any kind of DIY work or audio work. If your bench is cluttered, you have no space for a new project, you are never going to do it. So this was an excuse to clear this whole thing out. It was totally clean, and as you see now, I have two projects lined up over here. One is a huge, big Mongo subwoofer amp. And then as you see, there are two caps in there. You cannot see it really much, but now maybe you can see it. The tops is like bloop. There you see a little mount creeping up, that these caps need changing. So buddy of mine bought this amp and he lugged it from Texas to Hawaii, and it has a gigantic cabinet. I have no idea how he took it over, but yep. So here it is, and he said, like, could I change the caps in it because they are about to blow, and it's better not to blow up more than what you need. So anyway, this is my next project, which is also another friend of mine's guitar amp. It's a Fender Deluxe Reverb, and he got it, and he was wondering what he need to do to bring it back to life. He asked me, can I just plug it in the AC and turn it on? And I told him, don't do that, and I will make a video on what he did, what we did with it, and what is my recommendation if you are in that situation, that you just acquired an old guitar amp or an old tube amp, or maybe not even old, just it hasn't been used for many years. What can you do with it? When is it safe to plug it in, and what else? So he is quite handy with the solder station, with the solder iron, and he changed these caps and more on the inside, but there's more to it, and why it ended up on my workbench, that's the story for next time. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope this episode was a little bit educational just to always keep your workbench clean, and make sure you don't keep stuff in your home that doesn't belong there. Just keep it in the garage. But of course, if I keep that plant food in the garage, when I'm going out, I'm never seeing it, so I'm not going to use it. That's why I kept it here. And I didn't count on it that from the extra humidity, that nice powder is going to turn into a liquid goo that's going to leak out sooner or later. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we will continue how to make some reverb. Bye bye.